Welcome to Heal Talk Tuesdays with Liza, where transformation begins as we evoke, embrace, and evolve. Greetings, and welcome to Heal Talk Tuesdays. This is Liza. It's so good to be here with you, isn't it? Take a moment, wherever you are, just be with me for the next few moments. Because today, as many are celebrating what? Green. St. Patrick's Day, gathering, celebrating, drinking their green beer. I want to invite you to look at this day just a little differently. Not only a green beer or a green shirt to be pinched if you have green or not, but something that is beyond what is, beyond the celebrations, beyond anything, because St. Patrick's has a message that is much deeper than having a parade and being Irish, which I am not, right? So the story goes that St. Patrick's himself, he was kidnapped. He was slaved, taken from his home, and for many years he was enslaved because of his message. And instead of allowing that experience to define him and destroy him in a way, he leaned into something deeper. He leaned into the spirit and into connection and into meaning. And what I mean is, he found purpose after he was released. Now, we can say the same thing in what happened to Mahatma Gandhi, because that was the most powerful thing that happened. He returned to the very place, St. Patrick's, returned to the same place that they accused him and they took him in, right? And he came back not with anger, not with fear, but with a purpose to make a difference for the people of where he grew up, for his neighborhood, and then it became for his entire city, his town. And that's just like what Mahatma Gandhi did, because Mahatma Gandhi did not allow the circumstances to define him either. And you know the story of what happened in India. He allowed the experiences of so many years of imprisonment for the work that he did for his messages to come back, and actually shaped his awareness and a deep connection that he created something greater, far greater. And I don't think he really intended or knew the difference he's going to make centuries later, because he took that entire thing to guide and be of service. You know, history shows us time and time again, and those who experience difficulties and the hardest challenges, they have come back many times over and made an impact in the lives of so many others. Just the other day I was watching YouTube channel, and there's this Afghan lady that she was told she's not allowed. She went from Afghanistan, and her name, I will get her name for you. I can't remember at this moment. But her family immigrated from Afghanistan to Iran. And in Iran, because no woman was allowed to sing, during this regime that it's there right now for the longest time, for over 35 years, 37 years. And what she did was very slowly started creating a song for what's happening to the women, what's happening in the country. And she listened to Eminem and other raps, and she started rapping. Years later, she has come to America, and someone took an interest, and her rap songs are now global. I'm going to get that name for you if you haven't already Googled Afghani lady rapping from Iran. So I'm saying all this because from St. Patrick's, you know what? It's driving me nuts because I have it in here. Sonita Alizadeh. That's her name, Sonita Alizadeh. You can even check her YouTube. Her rap music, and I'm not even a rap, but the messaging is so powerful. So the reasons I'm bringing this up is we celebrate. We celebrate music, we dance with it. We celebrate St. Patrick's without realizing. So every single person who has made an impact has overcome challenges to be where they are today, or their legacy is making an impact. They never allowed their challenges to define who they are. And you might be asking, Liza, what does this have to do with hypnosis and hypnotherapy or the work that you do? Because in many ways, this is what hypnosis and hypnotherapy does. It does. We don't erase your past. My clients, when they come in here and they say, you know what, I just want to come and can you just help me erase my past? No. The reason I'm saying no is because your past is exactly what has made you who you are. Every single experience, the good, the bad, the right, the wrong, every single moment, every single hardship, the challenges, and the good, and the most beautiful times that you celebrated has made you who you are today. Because through hypnotherapy, we begin to understand and transform the meaning without attaching anything. That's it. That very experience that once was a challenge for you is a gift. And you might say, really? Yes. Because it has brought you to where you are today. That's why I said, just give yourself a few moments to be present with me. Years ago, I was in San Diego for an event, which I'm going to SK next week. Greg, secret knock. If you want to know more about that, let me know, because that is one event that I can even take one guest with me. If you're interested, let me know. It's in San Diego. But I was there for a conference. And then I went to Old Town San Diego. And as I was going around one of the stores, I came across this beautiful stones and spiritual. They had all the stones that we have, like amethyst, rose quartz, and everything else. And I came across the stone that it was placed in there, just like this. You see how it's broken? And yet it fits so perfectly. And I don't know why, it was right there. And I said, I'm interested in this stone. And he said, that's a powerful stone. It has a lot of energy. And I'm going, interesting. You see, it's got sparkles inside. And I looked at it and I said, that's so perfect for me. And the storekeeper, which knew a lot about stones, told me all about it. And he said, what made you say that's perfect? And I said, because it fits perfectly. That means at one time it was one, but somehow it's separated. But if I were to get both and put it together, it will always remind me I'm perfect just like this, through the imperfection. And it's strong, it's powerful. And I know for the longest time, long before this, it was just pieces of sand that came together and became hard and became this intricate stone with all the beauty on it. See it? So perhaps understanding through challenges we come to where we are. Perhaps sometime there was a moment in your life where something was very difficult, something was challenging and you didn't think you can make it through, and yet here you are. Perhaps it was some time that you didn't understand the meaning of what you have to go through. And it was hurtful, it was angry, made you angry. Someone did something to you that it was unquestionably heartbreaking. And that stayed with you until now. And yet here I am showing you that we can overcome it. We can go through it. And yes, today is another day. Today you are present, and this is where hypnotherapy becomes so profound and meaningful. Because it's not the conscious mind as you analyze and judge and criticize and you say, you hold on to that. Because what is it that we are saying? The spirit, the source within you, it can look in the past and yet not be in the past. Be present and come to understand what the past, the messages, the experiences, how it has shaped you, just like this rock. And what is the meaning to it? Because it allows you to go back, not to relive the pain, the hardship, but to acknowledge it. What I call evoke, to acknowledge. Evoke, to come to acceptance of where you are today. I value this rock. Sometimes I hold on to this. It's as if reminding myself I am the rock. Even though I'm sometimes, even I go through pieces, I remember, but it's remembering, not reliving. That's the difference. So, because in order for you to build your strength, that sometimes even you forget the strengths you have, because being here takes a lot of strength. You have overcome, you have been a rock for yourself and perhaps even for others that you have not even thought of it as strength. Right? If this is resonating with you, just say yes. Because that place, once you come to accept, is beginning, it's the beginning to building, it's the beginning to starting to appreciate who you are. It's like a new relationship with your past, and saying, like one of my clients who I have so many intricate, small little things that, you know, a client of mine who gave me this. Today is green, and I'm surrounded with all this green, and it says, "I am prosperous." And I said, "What do I do with this?" She says, "I don't know, but that's beautiful, because to me it reminds me of this. That's it. I can just hold on to this. I can hold on to this and just use it like it's not a rosary, being a Catholic, and so many different ways, but the crystals and the message, I am prosperous. I am is one of the most powerful words that you can say. So in many ways, you are prosperous, you are strong, you are genuine, you are not broken. You may be in few pieces, but definitely you are solid as one. Because through hypnotherapy, we tap into the subconscious mind to find the pieces that come to fit, to make you as a whole, for you to accept and appreciate who you are, not what you went through. Although they shaped you, they do not define you. So it is through evoking what was to embrace where you are today, what is, in order for you to evolve to what it is that you want and what can be. I want to ask you this. What is the one experience in your life that may have shaped you more than you realize? Perhaps you even gave it a negative label. Because I can tell you one thing. Many, many years ago, I'm sure I have said this in many of my posts and Facebook Lives, that for over 9-10 years, I was working in the law firms as an assistant, as a paralegal. First I started as a secretary, paralegal, and then became an assistant to attorneys. I took the LSAT 3 times, and every time I would take the pretest, I would score 98, 99, flying colors, and I would go to take the LSAT, and I froze 3 times. I was devastated, thinking all the negative things, beating myself up. Today I realize I was not supposed to go to law school. Then I was not to be an attorney then. But that not passing the LSAT shaped me to where I am today, 25 years as a clinical hypnotherapist, stress management consultant, domestic abuse consultant. I am here to say, I am so proud of who I am, the work that I do, helping my clients transform, heal, reshape, rethink, and renew who they are for the better. Understanding there are no mistakes. Nothing. So, and what if there is something within each and every experience that you have gone through still waiting to be understood by you, right? Even ready to transform either a habit or a behavior or something in your life that you feel it's a block, and you are now open. You are now open to realize your own gifts and be the strength. So take a moment, be present, and when you are ready to make that shift, by all means, let me know. because together we can uncover, peel away, just open, just like a lotus. Open yourself up, right? Be open to explore possibilities and what your mind can achieve. Because if your body is holding on to weight, if your body is weighing you down, by all means, this is the time. This is the moment. I'm Liza Boubari, your expert hypnotherapist. I invite you to go check my YouTube. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. I ask you to do this because I want to make bigger impact. I'm going to come live every single day. Ask you to please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. To watch any other episode that you think is beneficial. And especially if you, for yourself, or you know someone who wanted to hear this message, needs to hear this message, is ready for a transformation, by all means, let them know to contact me. I offer 15-minute free consultation. When I say, are you ready to heal within, this is what I mean. As you move through today, whether you are celebrating or simply reflecting, allow yourself to simply be present. And you know, until next time, I want you to think of this. This is the Irish quote that I have used so many times. And I don't know if I can do the dialect or not. Turn your face to the sun and allow the shadows to fall behind. Until next week, I wish you all the best. God bless you, and may the universal light surround you always. Subscribe, like, share, and see you next week. Bye-bye. And this is Liza Boubari, your expert hypnotherapist. If this message resonated with you, let's connect. You're not alone. And if you like this, share it, subscribe, and go to YouTube, and you'll see the rest of all my podcasts.